our stag spin, or our forward stag spin, is going to start pretty similarly to a lot of beginner static spins. Our inside hand is going to be up high in a regular grip. Outside arm will be across the chest or upper abdomen. We are pulling from the top hand and we're pushing from the bottom hand. So with this push-pull grip or this split grip, we'll be able to create tension to keep our torso and hips away from the pole as we rotate in our forward stag spin, okay? So to begin, from our push-pull grip, we're stepping forward on our inside toes. We're gonna swing our outside leg around as we pivot, turning our torso and hips to face the pole. And we're hooking this outside ankle around the front of the pole. So I'll show you that from another angle. We're stepping forward inside leg, swinging the outside leg around as we pivot to face the pole, and we're hooking that outside ankle around the front of the pole. Notice this leg is bent and it's externally rotated. So let me rotate. Our knee is pointing outwards. We've got an external rotation in that leg, okay? So this positioning is about 75% of the move. The only last part as we begin to rotate is that we're gonna send our free leg, or our standing leg, to the back behind us. So I'm gonna show you first on the floor what it's doing. This way you can have a very clear idea of what our final shape should be. So I'm on the floor. Pretend I've just swung that outside leg around and I've hooked my ankle around the front of the pole. Again, my leg is externally rotated, my knee is pointing out towards my audience, I'm in my push-pull grip, and my free leg is gonna come to the back. So I'm pulling that free leg to the back. So this is our double stag position. Both legs are bent. And our leg that's hooked around the pole, again, is externally rotated, knee pointing outward. The leg that's sent to the back is internally rotated, knee pointing inward, okay? So this would be the kind of final position that we're gonna wanna be in our front or our forward stag spin. Now, let's talk about adjusting to this spin, okay? So we're gonna start from the beginning, inside hand up high, outside hand across the chest. In our push-pull grip, we're stepping forward on our inside toes, swinging the outside leg around as we pivot to face the pole, and we hook that outside ankle to the front of the pole, okay? So we're going to push off of our standing leg, allow our weight to shift in the direction of our hooked ankle, okay? And we're gonna send that free leg to the back, coming into this stag position. And allow yourself to just settle onto the floor the first few times you do it. One super important note, we really need to take advantage of our push-pull grip. The purpose of our push-pull grip is to give us distance away from the pole. It's to keep our torso and our hips away from the pole. Without it, we're going to sink inward towards the pole, which we don't want. So this is what this will look like if we're not using our push-pull grip. See how my chest and my torso have obviously sunken in towards the pole? It's because I'm not pushing through my bottom hand to create distance away from the pole, okay? Now, if you are taking advantage of your push-pull grip and you're pushing through your bottom hand, you'll get nice distance around the pole and you'll get a little bit more spin. So we step forward, we swing, we pivot and we hook. We're gonna push off of our standing leg, sending that leg to the back, and pushing through our bottom hands to keep this distance away from the pole. Now let's talk about the spin as a whole. So from the beginning, we're gonna have a little bit more momentum now because there's gonna be a little bit less pausing and a little more just going for it, okay? So we still start the same. Our inside hand is up high, outside hand is across the chest. You're going to take a step forward on the inside toes, and two things are gonna kind of happen at the same time. We're gonna swing and hook this ankle to the front of the pole at the same time as we push off of this standing leg, okay? So step forward inside leg, swing and hook, push off and send to the back, pushing through the bottom hand, and you can bring the toes to the floor to come out.